Here's Chief Meteorologist Chris Boone.
Well, we've been seeing quiet weather here in the Concho Valley, but it doesn't mean quiet weather everywhere across the globe. In fact, we're starting to see a little bit more activity in the tropics. Now, just in the past 6 hours, we've seen an upgrade from Tropical Storm Earl to now Hurricane Earl. That makes it the second hurricane of the 2022 season. And this storm is projected to continue moving off towards the north at 7 miles per hour. Again, currently has winds of 80 miles per hour. So again, mostly staying out over the Atlantic, but we could be seeing this strengthen to a Category 3. That would make this the first major hurricane of the season. Again, right in time for the peak of hurricane season. We're still just a few days away, but again, back here in the state of Texas, things have been much more quieter. Again, we've seen some of the showers have been lingering off the coast, seeing a little bit more cloud coverage. Again, some of that subtropical moisture moving in from Mexico into the southern parts of the state. We did see some isolated showers earlier in the afternoon. Again, very hit or miss across the area. Now everything kind of settling down as we go in towards the evening hours. A fairly quiet satellite and radar. Again, we saw a little bit of cloud coverage as well. Temperatures right now in downtown San Angelo cooling off into the low 80s. Those dew points still in the upper or mid to lower 60s. So again, that's actually increased in the past few hours. 63 for a dew point, so a little bit more muggy out there. Those winds out of the south at 7 miles per hour. We'll be watching for those to turn a little bit more out of the northeast as we go in towards tomorrow. Right now, temperatures across much of the Concho Valley in those low 80s or upper 70s, 78 in Brady, 79 for Mason, 80 in El Dorado, as well as Big Lake with a couple of 81s for Robert Lee, as well as Sterling City. So again, cooling off things fairly nicely. Still another 10 degrees to go before we cool it all down. We'll get down into those low 70s. A couple of us getting into the upper 60s right before sunrise. That's when we'll start to see those temperatures quickly climbing right back up into the 80s. So still expected to be very close to average for this time of year. We'll decrease the cloud coverage as we continue through the evening hours. Again, temperatures dropping down into those low 70s and upper 60s. And then for tomorrow, very similar conditions. We'll get up into those mid 90s once again. We'll see a little bit of afternoon clouds develop with that daytime heating. Again, it's mostly clear skies as we start the day. Could see some fair weather cumulus clouds developing near the lunchtime hour, and they're going to persist for the afternoon and then begin to dissipate as we get in towards the evening hours. And again, that's what we'll be talking about. Again, a little bit of cloud coverage across the area, but we've definitely cut down. No seeing the green on our futurecast. Not a whole lot of rain to be expected, as well as cloud coverage. Even that's going to be pretty scarce across the area. We won't start to see any major changes in the pattern until we start to get in towards next week, and unfortunately, I think it's going to stay just shy of us here in the Concho Valley. See that upper level ridge off the western parts of the United States? That's where they've seen the record heat, the drought, the wildfires. Again, that's that dome of high pressure, keeping things fairly dry. That begins to weaken as we go through the rest of the week. By Friday, start to see a little bit of a change in the pattern. See some of those cooler temperatures associated with that front. Kind of works its way in towards the tip of the Lone Star State, barely getting into the panhandle. So unfortunately, not going to be bringing us cool temperatures for us here in the Concho Valley, but we could be seeing some of those showers just off towards the north. That's going to be mostly for us on Sunday. Could be dropping those temperatures by just a degree or two. Otherwise, a fairly quiet 7-day forecast. See those temperatures just hanging out in those mid-90s, upper 60s for those overnight lows. Again, mostly clear skies as we go through the rest of the week and towards the weekend.